Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a makeup tutorial on this look, and this is just my first Valentine's Day look that I'm going to create on my channel. Now I want to do another look with more, you know, Valentine's Day colors, I guess you would say, the purples and the pinks and the reds, but I kind of wanted to do something neutral just for people, you know, who like to, you know, wear neutral looks, and because I know everybody doesn't wear pink and purple on Valentine's Day. So I wanted to do something. I mean, I still incorporated like this soft pretty rose gold pink, but this is like a more wearable look, if you get what I'm saying. So all the products that I use are from the drugstore, with the exception of maybe one or two products. But my eyeliner was super dried out. It was the L'Oreal Super Slim eyeliner, so I just used my Stila eyeliner, and then I used a ColourPop eyeshadow. So that's pretty much the only two things that I use that's not from the drugstore, that you can't go into the drugstore to pick up. Don't forget that all products used in this video will be listed in the description box down below, just in case you're interested in what a particular product is. But like always, I try to mention every single product during the video that I use on my face. We have reached 5,000 subscribers. Thank you guys so much for that. And we're going to have that giveaway video up pretty soon, so just be on the lookout for that video. So if you guys are interested in seeing how I created this super affordable, super easy drugstore makeup tutorial, well, Valentine's Day makeup tutorial, then keep on watching. Alright guys, so I'm starting out with my brows already done, and I'm going to take my Maybelline Instant Age Rewind in the shade Caramel. I'm going to use this to prime my eyes today. And then I'm just going to take my Maybelline Super Shine Loose Powder in the shade Medium, and I'm going to set my concealer in place with this. Alright, next moving on to the eyes, we're going to be using some new eyeshadow palettes by Wet n Wild, and I did pick up 3 of them, and I think I'm going to go with the I think Rose is in the Air or something like that. Yeah, Rose in the Air palette, and this palette looks so much like the Modern Renaissance palette, so if you have that palette, you can definitely recreate this look with that palette. So I'm just taking that really light pink mauve shade. I'm going to use this as my transition color. Alright, and then I'm going to go into the shade. I'm going to take that really pretty, I think it's maybe like a rosy, kind of a burgundy looking shade, and I'm going to take this shade and buff it all in the crease. Alright, next I'm going to add some orange to the look, so I'm going to take that orange shade and I'm going to buff it right above that berry shade. I said burgundy, but it looks more berry. I'm going to buff it right above that berry shade. And then I'm just going back in with that berry shade, and I'm making sure everything is blended and there are no harsh edges. Now I'm going to go in with this really pretty chocolate shade from the palette, and I'm going to use this to smoke out the outer V. These are some really nice quality eyeshadow palettes. I only used one eyeshadow palette to do my entire look, so I was really happy about that. But they do have 4 palettes. The other palette was the Comfort Zone palette, and I already have that palette in like the old palette, so I just didn't worry about picking that one up. So next I'm just going to spray my brush with some setting spray, and then we're going to take this really pretty champagne shade and I'm going to apply that all over the lid. Alright, next I'm going to go in with a ColourPop Super Shock shadow. And I think this is like one of their limited edition shadows in the shade Birthday Suit. And I'm going to use this and apply it all over that champagne shade that I just applied on the lid. And this is kind of just like a pretty rose gold shade. And I'm just using that smaller brush to get in the inner corners. And I just did this because I wanted to add a little more sparkle to the lid. Alright, now I'm going to go into that cream shade and I'm just going to highlight my brow bone. Now this palette does have a bit of kick up when you use it, but just tap your brush off and you know it won't be a problem. Alright, next I'm going into my STILA eyeliner, like I said, because my L'Oreal Super Slim eyeliner was dried out. But if you have that eyeliner, I love that eyeliner from the drugstore. It works just as great. And then I'm just going to apply some lashes off camera, and I'm going to be using the Kiss lashes in the style Ritzy. And then I'm going to move on to my face. I'm going to leave the eyes alone for a second, and I'm just going to be priming my eyes with my, priming my face with my Maybelline Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser. This is my favorite primer from the drugstore. This video is not sponsored by Maybelline. I just love using their products. They're one of my favorite drugstore brands. Alright, next I'm going to go into my L'Oreal Glotion, and I'm going to apply this all over my face. And I really love the bronze glow look that this gives me, so I love putting this on under my makeup. Well, under my foundation. Alright, next up for my foundation, I'm going to be using my Maybelline Super Stay Full Coverage Foundation, and I'm in the shade Coconut. I'm just going to apply that all over my face and blend it out with my beauty blender. A lot of people like to use a brush to blend this foundation out, but to each its own. I really like to use a sponge because I feel like it gives it a more natural look, and I mean while still keeping it full coverage. So if you like using a brush with this foundation, you go right ahead. I just like using the beauty blender. Alright, next up to highlight, I'm going to be using that same concealer that I use to conceal my lids, which is the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind in the shade Caramel. And this is one of their newer shades that they just released. I did pick up 3 of those shades, and I really love this concealer. I had it in Warm Honey when they first came out with it, and I like that they have it, you know, in shades where I don't have to mix it with anything else. Alright, next up I'm going to be using my Maybelline Shine Free powder in the shade number 2 medium, the same powder that I use to set my eyelids. I'm going to use this to set my highlighted areas. I love using this powder. I love the color of it, and I love how it sets my makeup underneath my eyes. I just press it into the skin, and it gives me such a Photoshop look. Alright, next up, to bronze up my skin, I'm going to be using my CoverGirl Queen Collection bronzer in Ebony, and I'm just going to use this to add a little warmth back to my face. And then to contour, I'm going to be using my Black Radiance True Complexion Contour Palette in the shade Medium to Dark, and I'm just going to use this to contour my cheeks, underneath my chin, just everywhere that you contour. And I'm going to use this to contour my nose as well. Alright, next I'm just using my e.l.f. concealer brush to blend out my nose contour. And then I'm going to be using my Black Radiance Soft Focus Finishing Powder in the shade Milk Chocolate, and I'm going to use this to set my entire face. Everything that you place down, like a powder, like a liquid or a cream, you want to set that with a powder. And then I'm going to be using my Maybelline Eyestudio Lasting Drama Waterproof Gel Liner in the shade Sleek Onyx. And that's my favorite eyeliner from the drugstore. And then I'm just going to repeat the same steps on the bottom that I did on the top. Alright guys, so next I'm going to be using my e.l.f. blush palette, and this is the dark palette. I'm just going to mix those two shades together and apply my blush. A lot of people don't like to wear blush, but I love rosy cheeks, so I'm just going to pack that blush on. And then I'm going to be using my Makeup Revolution Shimmer Brick in the shade Rose Gold, and this is what I'm going to be using to highlight with today. These are some really nice highlighters, and they are super affordable. I think I paid like $4.99 or $5.99, and I have like 3 of these shimmer bricks. Alright, next up I'm going to be using my Milani Make It Last Setting Spray to set my makeup in place. You want to make sure you set your makeup because you don't want your makeup to move throughout the day. And then I'm just going to mix those 2 shades from that shimmer brick, and I'm going to highlight my inner tear ducts with that. And then I'm also going to add some shimmer to my brow bone. Alright, next up I'm going to be using my NYX lip liner in the shade Deep Red, and I'm going to line my lips with that. And then for my lipstick, I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild Catsuit lipstick in the shade Rebel Rose, or Rose Rebel, one of those. Alright, next up, to add a little shimmer to my lip, I decided to go into my highlighter palette and just put a little bit of that highlighter in the center of my lips. And then I'm going to be taking my Maybelline Shine Shot, which is just like a clear lip gloss. I'm going to pat this over my lips just to give my lips some shine. And that completes the look. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos from me. Until the next video.